Good afternoon and welcome to a More Than Meets the Eye Blindformers crossover. Yeah, we do crossovers here too. Today we're going to be covering Studio Series 86 Spite Witwhicky in his EVAA Extra Vehicular Activity Armor. So it's EVAA. Here he is, and he is playing with Teletran 1 with Bumblebee. So let's go ahead and remove Teletran 1. I have one question about Teletran 1. Does it play Tetris? And we know for a fact it plays Doom. Like everything plays Doom. We're going to remove Teletran 1 and set it over here off to the side. Hey! Set down. Don't you break anything. Alright, now let's talk about Spite Witwhicky here. Now, let's see, we got him in. There it is. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got him on the right side. Alright. I've got him right here with Bumblebee from Earthrise to do a nice little comparison, because we saw these two in the Studio Series, in the 1986, the Transformers the movie, and comparing them side by side, this is very nice. This is a lot better than the other Spite Witwhicky thing we got with the Bumblebee, the core class stuff. That Spike was way too small, and that Spike was more on the size caliber for core class. This Spike, on the other hand, is a core class figure, but is not on the core class caliber. They actually, scaled him so that he looks like a human wearing armor next to a Transformer. I love it. I wish I could get in there and feel the size of his head. I really wish that you could have taken this little spinny doohickey off the top of him. But, yeah, that's the case. Look at that. Look at that. Bumblebee can actually put his arm around Spite Witwhicky, and they don't attack each other because they be friends, yo. They've been through a lot together. So let's put the Bumblebee off to the side and let's talk about Spite Witwhicky. Also, let me go ahead and quote him from the movie. His best line in there, it's like, "Ah, shit!" I love it. So we're gonna put that over there, and let's talk about this figure. It's not that big, as you've seen. It's smaller than Bumblebee, and Bumblebee's like 4 inches tall. So this guy is a tiny guy. He's like 3.5 inches tall, maybe just 3. He's got some great articulation for a figure of this size. I mean, his knee bends. He's got that side kick action going. 90 degree on the knee. 90 degree, actually more than a 90 on the elbow. Very nice on the elbow. And it's a very weird figure, but, it works. It works. This side over here is just giving me problems, though. Sometimes, there it goes. Yeah. There's that elbow action. Yeah. This is such a weird little figure. It is cool. He's a dude wearing environmental armor. And, he can, fight alongside the Transformers now. This is awesome, and I wish this showed up more in the show. I wish we had gotten more of Spite Witwhicky wearing this armor and being the badass in it. I think that would have been cool. But, so, the elbows pull a bit more than 90. He can raise his arms up above his head. That's really cool. They do not spin 180 degrees, but, and these joints are a little finicky, and it is a little difficult to get some of the movements you want to get because of the way that the transformation works here. And, they tried to make sure that when you transform this guy, you're not ripping a human apart on the inside. Remember, Spite Witwhicky, his head in there is apparently really small, but his legs basically go to the extent of the thighs of this Transformer, and his arms come down through here, and they basically end right about there, right at the elbows where his arms kind of end, because he's wearing a suit that makes him a lot bigger. So when the transformation's occurring, they did make sure that the transformation doesn't include any of the human parts. So you don't twist his waist around 180 degrees and rip it apart. Yeah, that was an attention to detail that I really appreciate. Yeah, not only did they design this to transform, but they also considered that a human being would be inside of this when it transformed, and they tried their best to make sure that that transformation wasn't going to, kill Spike. And I appreciate that. Now, sadly, this does not have ankle rockers. I really wish they had included some. He's a fun little guy. He's got all the features that you would come, sculpt-wise. He's got the 2 little yellow circles on his chest. Come down here, he's got some nice little armor sculpt work going on. I like the fact that the wheel is hidden on the back above the heel of the foot. That's a cool place for the wheels. And the front wheels are on either side of his head, just kind of chilling. And he comes with these cool blast effects that plug into the back of his armor, of his arms. And then in the show, his arms actually would spin around, and there, you got the little heating element, the laser thing that they use to make, that Spike's son Daniel uses to save Spike's life. And that's cool. You can do that. You can do it on both sides. Spike could just be like plowing away at Decepticons. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right. Let's get him transformed now. It's a fun little figure. So to transform him, it's pretty simple. We're not really doing much here, honestly speaking. Just put the two blast effect pieces back in there. Rotate those arms back so the hand's in the front. Now, to transform him, first step you're going to do is rotate both of the legs, but don't rotate them at the thigh. They don't rotate at the thigh. They rotate at the knee. So you just rotate it around. It's like a boot cut. You rotate both of them around. There you go. And remember, I said that these legs, the lower leg sections, aren't actually, don't have any human parts in them. The top area does. So that top area doesn't rotate. I love that. I think that's fun. All right, now we're just going to move both of these wheels down, because he's got to have these wheels on the bottom area. The wheels on either side of his shoulder, they just rotate down on either side, and now we're just going to move the arms around. Now, they don't really transform too well, but they do kind of transform. And that arm, see, all you're going to do is just rotate the arm around till the jet bit on the back that has the blast effect plugged in will be, the blast effect will go off on the side of the foot. So we're just going to raise that arm up and lock it down. What we're doing is just raising it by its elbow and locking it against the side of the vehicle. Not really much going on here. And then you're spinning the top half so that the fists are facing forwards and the blast effect is facing backwards. And that is basically it. Yeah, it's not a really great transformation. Like, it's not a very, an incredibly complicated transformation. This is a pretty simple transformation. But you get this little vehicle that spins around, and it does a good job. It does a good job. It's a tiny little vehicle, but at the same time, it's a guy who's folded himself up to be a vehicle. And this mode isn't really that great. But then again, for the utility aspects of it, having an EVA suit that transforms into a vehicle so that you can get out of a situation quickly is kind of awesome. And I wish NASA would pick that up. Come on, NASA, give us transforming EVA suits. What did I screw up here? There's something wrong. Let's see. Something's up with this guy. One of his fists are sticking out a little too far. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, okay. All right, so there's this bar. I just remembered this. So at the elbow, there's a bar, and the hand will move around. The arm can rotate around that bar, but then that bar can also rotate. So you want to make sure that bar is facing towards the back. And then we're going to rotate the hand around. There we go. That's got it. Look at that. That's a lot better. Both sides are now even and flush with one another. The vehicle itself isn't that large. Let's get the, where did I put the handy-dandy Lego pad? Did I put it over here? I thought I did. Oh, here it is. The vehicle isn't that large at all. We can just take it and we're going to do a little comparison. We're going to put it on the 8 marker, and it's about 8 studs long. Yeah, I'd say, actually, if you count the pointy bit of his helmet, it's 10 studs. Width-wise, he's good grief. He's 1, 2, 3, 4 studs wide. Not a very big, wide guy, but like I said, I most appreciate this in the fact that it is in scale with your other Transformers. And that is very important. Let's see. Do I still have... Yeah, I still have her. Cool. Look at that. We've got RC still hanging out over here. And RC and Daniel together. I mean, we can pretend Spike is Daniel for today. Like, Daniel, transform, Daniel, transform. I think that's fun. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. This has just been a quick on the Studio Series 86 Spike Witwhicky. I do recommend this if you're like me and you're trying to collect an in-scale movie cast. This character will be important for that collection. And as it goes, I own one other Spike Witwhicky, and that figure, terrible. It's terrible. This one is a lot better. I love the fact that you can articulate it. I love the little vehicle mode. I like the fact that the transformation is more than just 2 steps. It's kind of a weak transformation, but, you know, I was expecting that from the EVA suit. I wasn't expecting the EVA suit to be, you know, crazy transforming thing. Because, you know, once again, there's a human inside. So, that is today's video on Spite Witwhicky from the Studio Series 86 line. And I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Tomorrow, I'm going to be, I'm actually going to roll a dice, but I think I'm going to be covering the Teletran 1 from the Titan class arc, because I've never really covered it. That character's called Mainframe, but I think that name is stupid, so I call him Teletran 1, or actually Teletran 2. Teletran 2 sounds more fair, but yeah, Mainframe is a stupid name for him. He's Teletran. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Bye-bye for now.